Good morning, everyone. So today is test day. As you can see, we got out the Tahoe, we got out the leaf box. This is mainly a test for this, guys. So everything that we did at the first portion of this video is going to let us know if it's going to work or not, or what we need to modify before we get into the huge cleanups, which will start here real soon. But yeah, that's the most weight I've pulled with the Tahoe as well. It's done really good, but we got to get everything filled up, and yeah, we're gonna hop right on into this video. We got the trailer back from the fabricators. He got the door all fixed over here with the hinges. If you guys remember, I told you the other hinges that we had in here, basically we discovered that they had like a plastic insert inside of there, and those were no good for this much weight on this back hinge. So we got those out, got new steel ones put in. We were gonna do a solid one here, but then we would have had to fabricate the whole entire other door as well, and that would just throw everything off. So we went ahead and left it as it is. We also put a new eyelet bolt on here with a much heavier chain so that we can hold it to the side here back further, and that should alleviate any of the issues. But now what we have to do is get our tube put back on. As you guys remember, we have the big tube that comes on here. Up here around the tube, if you guys remember, we were getting a little bit of blowout, so he went ahead and fabricated pieces to go around that as well. On the door here, should stop all that debris from coming out around that. So now TQ and I are gonna get our tarp put on the top, and we have something a little bit different we're gonna try this year. Another tarp here. This one's solid. We're gonna do this on the back half and try leaving the front half open, simply so whenever we're back here working, we're not getting as much dust on top of us from the leaves breaking down. We don't know 100% if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it out, and then hopefully next year, if we have enough time, we'll be able to get the custom tarp done and also get this thing lettered out. Simply just, we didn't have enough time this year, guys. Bro, I thought you came walking out with that on your head.
No, it's probably mouth open in it and everything.
Let's throw some straps on it real quick. The wind's gonna take this baby away from us.
Well, this side's barely hanging over, so we just need to pull it this way. If you want to attach that and just drop it down to me.
Okay. Like that's kind of like a small little wall there.
Yeah.
To stop it from coming back. It's not easy.
I think we should just leave it like that.
Yeah, I am. I just want to make sure we're not going to be blasting it because it'll cut through that in no time.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to keep an eye on it and make small adjustments. Alright guys, so we got the first one on. Hardest part was just keeping it. We want this back piece here to be enclosed when we close the doors, so it's not coming out onto us and all over the blower. As you guys know, we almost had a small fire there. Well, we did actually have a small fire on the vac system. So we got this all bungeed on. Now what we're gonna do is take the mesh tarp and go over the whole entire thing. Basically, so it holds this down for one, but for two up front here, it'll be able to really breathe. We left a pretty good opening here as well. And if something gets in between the mesh and this tarp, it'll still be able to escape. So mainly just trying to stop so much of it from coming onto us back here. But honestly, we don't know if this is gonna work. It's gonna be kind of be this trial and error, or trial by fire, or however they say that. 2 hours later, this has turned out way harder than I ever could have imagined. Kind of put it around that. Remember, this has to be down for the safety.
Yeah.
Is it on there?
Yep.
Do we need more up on it?
No, it's all the way back.
Yeah, pull that up there. Okay. Good?
I believe so, yeah.
Where's your socks at, boy?
The socks are on his feet.
That is true.
No shoes.
Shoes, yeah.
It's a heavy door.
All right, so I had Tyler go ahead and pull in front of me. Simply, I wanted to see what our tube back here was doing, how the trailer was pulling. We're going roughly about 50 miles an hour right now. Everything looks really, really good. TQ and myself have been discussing it lately, and to be able to have him pull this trailer safely, and we know that, you know, we feel comfortable giving him a raise today. So I believe it's going to be a couple bucks. There goes the turkey. Tyler almost took a turkey out. So Tyler's gonna get a $couple raise today, and that's just keeping us competitive with the market for employee wages, and who doesn't like more money, right? So yeah, as soon as we get over here, as long as everything goes good, Tyler's gonna get him a little raise. I'm gonna go ahead and just tell him, but simply I wanted to follow behind here because I don't really ever get to see this shot, and I just wanted to make sure everything was kind of doing what I was hoping it was doing. So as of right now, it all looks great. All right, guys, so we made it here in one piece. Believe it or not, TQ's Tahoe pulls this trailer really, really well. I will say I think I need to bring it down just a little bit. Probably pick up another drop hitch and bring it down maybe 2 inches. It's riding a little high in the front. But overall, I'm not gonna lie, Tyler, I thought you were about to drive underneath that tree. And I was like, this is not gonna end good. I was all about to hit the horn and everything, but dude, it pulled really nice, and it's a good thing that you're able to drive that, because not everybody's comfortable driving that. I'll be honest with you. It's big. Did you feel any sway in it at all?
Yeah, the one back row I did.
Yeah, if you get up over about 55, it'll start to move on you a little bit, so you got to be careful with that. But I didn't want to say, TQ and myself have been talking, and you know, being comfortable with being able to drive this trailer and everything, we're gonna add a couple bucks on to your hourly rate. So does that work for you?
That works.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so like I told you guys, we're going to be testing this out. Mainly we have that solid tarp, as you've already seen probably at this point, in the backside. We're hoping a lot of the dust and everything will carry out the front and over top the truck. We can wash the truck. We just don't want to be covered in dust back here as much. Now I'm not anticipating that we won't get any. We're still going to get some, but we're hoping it's a lot better than last year, because I'll tell you what, last year we were like taking a dust bath. I'm not kidding. So I wanted to get all of them off the parking lot here over into the lawn, so when Tyler comes up through here, he can bag them. Leak cleanups are way too hard to film with only 2 people. Tyler's done came down through here and made quite a bit of progress, and I didn't get any of it on film because I'm trying to focus over here. This is so much. So these are huge problem areas in here, guys, with all these overgrown hedges and everything. Everything just gets stuck back in here. So using the turbine to help me get them out faster. So this is what I'm working out here, guys. That's gonna plug it up. Maybe not. So what we're doing is we're just gonna make one big pile here. Really ain't gonna be that big, honestly. The vac's gonna take care of it real quick. I'm gonna go get a new battery real fast, come back over here with the big trailer, and we're gonna suck this up, mainly this pile right here. Hey, quick tip real fast, is once you dump it, pull forward just a hair and turn the blower on with that still open, and it'll clear it all out for you. Let's give this baby a go. Ain't gonna be much of a cleanup, but it'll let us know if it's gonna do what we hope it does. All right, here comes Tyler with the last load. Alright guys, so we're about to let Tyler have a go with the vacuum for the first time. This should be an experience. It's stronger than what most people think and a little bit heavier than what most people think, but he's a big boy, he lifts a lot. I think he can handle it. Gas is on this side. I wish it was on the other side. Alright guys, so this is why we're doing the test. So they're mainly coming out right at that top piece. So I'm going to try to open the door real quick and try moving our tarps a little bit to see if we can get it to stay inside a little bit better. Alright guys, so right up top here where the back door is closed, I ran the tarps on the inside hoping that it would hit, blow around, and then deflect it back down on the inside. Well, what it's doing is it's actually coming up through that gap and then back down onto us. So we're gonna modify it when we get home, when I can take the tarp back off a little bit. I think we just need to bring the gray one back a bit more and the dark black one back just a little bit more to keep it off of us. So we're gonna go ahead and run it as it is now and get this cleaned up here, let Tyler kind of get a feel for it, and I'm gonna help him as well. The leaves are blowing out right there. We got to get that reduced big time. also, I discovered when I was blowing off another spot up here. I think it might have been causing a little bit more of what I thought. So right up there in the front where we put the net coming over, that's the opening spot to let it breathe. Well, it was breathing all right. See up through there? There was a huge pocket here of leaves, and when I blew, it all fell out onto the ground. So I think a lot of that was contributing to what was back there. So the front net, it's gotta be tight up here. So we gotta figure that out for sure. That's why we do tests though. It's dirty, isn't it? It'll take you a little bit to get used to, man. You kind of can learn like how much you can grab at one time, how much you don't want to grab at one time, because then it'll jerk the tube out of your hand. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to test it. We figured out this is not going to work, and it's better to figure it out now with small piles rather than massive piles where we'll be here for an hour or two vacuuming. So yeah, there's your video for the day, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, keep mowing, keep growing.
Keep making money.
We'll talk to you later. No TQ today, but she's out.